Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to West Rutland High School, West Rutland, Vermont, where today it's girls high school softball action. And today we have a team from our local team, would be the Slate Valley team. This is part of a very new softball league here, at least in the state of Vermont. They are the Tri-County Middle League softball team. This is their second consecutive year where they have been playing here in Vermont. A good majority of these teams are from over the border in New York State, and they include teams from Ticonderoga, also from Warrensburg, New York, Fort Edward, New York, Hartford, Argyle, Corinth, Fort Anne, and Bolton. And on the field here this afternoon happens to be the Fort Anne Cardinals. So Fort Anne visiting here today at West Rutland High School. The Slate Valley team, the Vermont teams include Slate Valley, the two Vermont teams, and then the other is West Rutland. And this is basically a 16 and under softball league, and the head of the program here is Garrett Combs. Garrett is the also the coach of the Slate Valley team, which you are looking at right now on camera. So Slate Valley will be coming up here this afternoon in one of their early season games here. They've actually played a couple of games so far this season. They come in here this afternoon with a 1-2-1 overall record. Fort Anne is 2-1 overall. So the Fort Anne Cardinal girls have a winning record coming in here this afternoon to this contest. Now, when you think of the two teams, say Slate Valley and West Rutland, for example, you may very well think, okay, they are teams from Slate Valley, obviously maybe Fairhaven and West Rutland High School. But these players, since this is a summer league, are basically representing a whole cross-section of Rutland County. So you'll see maybe a couple of girls from West Rutland on the West Rutland team, I understand, but basically players from all different areas throughout Rutland County compose these two teams. Our local teams, that is, from Vermont. So let's run down the roster here real quickly. As we said, we are looking at the Fort Anne girls right now here on the field. And just off to our left, a little ways over here, that is the Fort Anne Cardinals, all dressed up in their school colors in their red uniforms in front of their respective bench. And Slate Valley includes Sydney Ellis. Sydney will play shortstop. She wears the number 7. Number 18 is Ava Dunleavy. Ava will play second base today. She wears number 18 again. Olivia Colbouet is the third baseman. She wears number 13. Madison Baker, she's the catcher, wearing number 6. Olivia Outsley will play second base, wearing the number 26. Number 23 is Jenna Patch. Jenna is the pitcher for the Slate Valley team today. Jade Thomas will play first base. Jade wears the number 15. Number 3 is Skylar Bickford. Skylar will play left field. Number 1 is Coley Mulholland. Coley is the extra hitter, and she wears again the number 1, and wearing the number 0 is Abigail Bronson. Abigail will play right field. And once again, Garrett Combs is the head coach for this Slate Valley team. For Fort Anne, again, 2-1 overall. Coming into the contest here today, we have number 3 is Lillian Traskos. Lillian plays third base. Number 99 is Jaden Mitchell. She is the pitcher. Number 13 is Bailey Wright. Bailey's the first baseman. Number 24 is Haley Lahoyski. She's the catcher. Number 22, Brooke Van Ness. And Brooke is the left fielder. Number 7 is Danica Lahoyski. Danica is the shortstop. Number 20 is Cameron Londrigan, and she will play center field. Number 1 is Mary Mahoney. She's second base. Number 55 is Ari Stevenson. She plays right field. And number 98 is Gabby Gordon. And Gabby is the extra hitter. There are a couple of substitutions, possible substitutions listed here for Fort Anne. They are Alyssa Ganya and also Avon Marcantonio. And number 20, let's see, Ava, let me do that one more time. Number 5 is Alyssa Ganya, number 5. Number 11 is Ava Marcantonio, and number 21 is Zaria Connors. Zaria Connors. Hopefully I pronounced everybody's name correctly, or very close anyway, I hope. The head coach for the Fort Anne team, Mr. Jason Humiston. And they are 2-1 overall coming into this contest tonight. And the coach is very gracious, getting us set up here this afternoon with our rosters and getting our batting lineups all squared away. And we're not too far away from the start of this contest this afternoon. And it is a beautiful day today, albeit a little bit on the windy side. And the last time we were here as a PEGTV presentation, I was here as that was, I believe, a Mill River West Rutland game. Very windy afternoon. Not quite that windy today, but there's still a good stiff breeze happening here on this field this afternoon. So hopefully you won't hear that too loudly in our microphone here this afternoon as we get ready to get this one underway. And there again are the Slate Valley girls just behind that fence. Right there is their dugout directly behind them. And then again, we'll have a look here at this Fort Anne Cardinal team this afternoon as they get this one to get ready to get underway. Just a few moments away from the start of this afternoon's contest as we look at the Slate Valley team out there. And the Fort Anne girls will be batting first, it looks like, as their batters up there at home plate. Again, this is referred to as the Tri-County Middle League Softball League. Tri-County Middle League Softball. And again, mostly teams. There are 9 total teams in this league, we understand, from talking with Coach Combs of the Vermont team, Slate Valley, just moments ago. He says you'll see all different skill levels here this afternoon. Basically, it is 16 and under, and a lot of these young players play, again, local high school programs, but being that this is the summer league, a nice opportunity to work on your skill set during the course of the summer. As everybody on vacation, but still plenty of summer left to go and plenty of softball for any of these girls that choose to play in the softball league here this summer. So we'll be ready to go here in just a moment, and it'll be Lillian Traskos that will be batting here first, it looks like. She's first in the order here for the Fort Anne Cardinals out of beautiful Fort Anne, New York. A lot of tradition to their sporting programs over there. A lot of folks in this area obviously very familiar with the Fort Anne Cardinals. Not too far away, just about, well, probably less than an hour away. Drive. And we see the defense here coming out on the field right now for the Slate Valley girls, and we'll be ready to get this one underway here in just a moment. So a little bit of warm-ups continuing here on the field, as you may hear a little bit of that breeze picking up out there, but we'll have this one underway shortly. All right, we are just about ready to get this one underway on a beautiful afternoon here today in West Rutland, Vermont, and you see Jenna Patch, who is the pitcher here for the Slate Valley team, warming up on the mound. And just behind her, or in front of her actually, is our first batter this afternoon. This should be Sydney Ellis that will be batting here first. Sydney will be playing a shortstop here as we are just underway in the top of the first inning. Let's see if we can get a little better look here at the batter. That's number 3, Sydney Ellis. And let me just make a quick correction here, as we are looking at number 3 for Fort Anne, the first batter here this afternoon. So that would be Lillian Traskos. And Lillian's going to hit the ball out into left field, as you saw. So there's our first hitter. We'll have our first hit of the afternoon, and that is Lillian Traskos, the third baseman here for Fort Anne, and there she is on first base. And the next batter up is Jaden Mitchell. That pitch swung on, as you can see, fouled back behind the plate. So Fort Anne's first batter on first base. This is the second batter we see this afternoon, Jaden Mitchell. Jaden is the, or will be, the pitcher here for Fort Anne this afternoon. She's facing her opponent pitcher, Jenna Patch. And it looks like Jaden Mitchell is going to foul out here on her at-bat. Bailey Wright, number 13, the first baseman for Fort Anne, will be your next batter. You see the on-base runner there for Fort Ann advanced to second base. That was our first hitter, Lillian Traskos. So Lillian's in scoring position on second base as we wait for the next pitch coming from Slate Valley's Jenna Patch. There's a called strike on that next pitch by Jenna Patch. Nice job on that shot. Hit right back to the pitcher in the second out. Jenna Patch will get that right at the pitcher's mound. So Fort Ann has 2 out here, top of the first inning. They have a runner on second base. That's Lillian Traskos, and that'll bring up our next batter. Batter up there wearing number 24 for Fort Ann is Haley Lashinsky. Haley will be the catcher when Fort Ann is on the field on defense. Haley Lashinsky wearing the number 24. There's a nice low pitch. And the sole on-base runner there for Fort Ann is on third base, so she advanced over to third base. That was Lillian Traskos, got on with a single, the first hitter of the afternoon. So again, she stays in scoring position with 2 out, top of the first inning. And there, as you see, the umpire calling a strike on that play. That last pitch, a strike, called strike. So far, Jenna Patch doing very well here, top of the first inning, pitching for Slate Valley. There is a hit that's going to go to the third base. It's going to be thrown out to first base. Nice defensive play, so the runner does get home, but the third out means 3 up. Or actually, it was 4 up, 4 down, and that is the end of the first inning, or end of the top of the first inning. So we have no score here as we go to the bottom of the first inning. And we'll get a look at the Slate Valley team batting for the first time here this afternoon. Should start off at the top of the order with Sydney Ellis, then Ava Dunleavy, and then Olivia Cole-Bougay are the scheduled batters here in the top of the first inning here for Slate Valley. And there you see on the mound, number 99, that's Jaden Mitchell for Fort Ann. She is the pitcher. Throws a couple of pitches here to the first batter for Slate Valley today, Sydney Ellis. Sydney, number 7 there at home plate. Will again, we already did see her playing shortstop. Started as the short base person this afternoon for Slate Valley. There's a called strike. And that would be our first strikeout of the afternoon for Slate Valley. So Sydney Ellis goes down swinging right there for out number 1. Next batter up will be Ava Dunleavy. Ava wears the number 18. She is the second baseman here for Slate Valley. She'll face for the first time this afternoon pitcher Jaden Mitchell of Fort Ann. That at-bat is number 13, Olivia Cole-Bouguet, and she is the third baseman. And hits this one right to second base. And a nice job there by Bouguet, who hustles that one down the first base line and will get there on time to beat that throw to first base. So we have a runner on base now. That's Olivia Cole-Bouguet on first base. Madison Baker will be the next batter. Madison is the catcher, her first at-bat of the afternoon. All right, there's number 13, Olivia Cole-Bouguet. Will take second base on that steal.
now, right? Go down. Outfield, squeeze it. Cam, take charge.
This next batter up at the plate is Olivia Outsley. Will bat for the Slate Valley team. That is Madison Baker, who got on first base and advances now to second base. So Slate Valley with a runner on third and a runner on second base. And that again is Olivia Outsley at the plate batting, wearing number 26. Olivia is the second baseman for Slate Valley. Nice swing on that pitch for a called strike. And that would be another strike, and that is going to be out number 3. So we will have two players, two base runners stranded for Slate Valley. Runners on third and second base, and they'll come away with no runs. So we go to the top of the second inning next with no score. All right, there as you see the first batter up here in the top of the second inning for Fort Ann. That is number 22, Brooke Van Ness. Brooke is the left fielder. She singles to center field, and there is Brooke Van Ness on first base. Next batter up will be number 7, Danica Lahoyski. Danica took a swing at the first pitch to her and fouled it into the dirt. This is the second pitch. Once again, the pitcher you were looking at here this afternoon for Slate Valley is Jenna Patch. There's a very nice play by the second baseman for Slate Valley, Olivia Outsley. Got that little pop fly right to her. Just had to step to her left a little bit and made a nice play there for the out. And there is another hit right to the second baseman, Olivia Outsley, making her second consecutive play. That's Cameron Londrigan that just hit that fly ball for the second out. Fort Ann batter you see there at the plate is number 1, Mary Mahoney. Mary plays second base. Facing pitcher Jenna Patch of Slate Valley for the first time this afternoon. That ball hit on the ground right to Jenna Patch. Scoops it up, makes a nice throw right to first base for the third out. So we go to the bottom of the second inning. Fort Ann will be batting. Or I correct that, Slate Valley will be batting in the second bottom of the second inning for their second at-bat of the afternoon. We have no score. You are looking at the softball field at West Rutland High School in West Rutland, Vermont, and we are going to the bottom of the second inning. This league is referred to as the TCML, that's Tri-County Middle League Softball League, and again mainly composed of teams from New York. There are 9 total teams in this league, 7 of which are from over the border in New York: Ticonderoga, Warrensburg, Fort Edward, Hartford, Argyle, Corinth, Fort Ann, and Bolton. And you are looking at the Fort Ann Cardinal girls warming up here on the field this afternoon. Facing Slate Valley here for the day today at West Rutland. All of the Vermont games, which would be 2 teams from Vermont, West Rutland and Slate Valley. All those games are played right here at West Rutland. So they do play their home games here, and of course they'll go on the road. And I understand they'll be playing the same Fort Ann team next week, I believe, over there in Fort Ann, New York. All right, we're ready to go here as we get set to go to the bottom of the second inning. Jaden Mitchell is the pitcher, number 99 on the mound there for the Fort Ann Cardinals, you see. And for Slate Valley, it looks like we have our first out. That'll be a strikeout. Jenna Patch, the pitcher, getting a called strike on her. She'll be the first out of the bottom of the second inning. That'll bring up number 15, Jade Thomas. Jade is the first baseman for Slate Valley. She will bat here for her first time this afternoon. And a nice swing at that pitch by Jade Thomas. The first baseman for Slate Valley will foul that one off behind her. You're looking at the bottom of the second inning. Slate Valley batting here in the bottom of the second inning at West Rutland. No score, bottom of the second. And that will be another strike out. Jade Thomas just striking out, and that will bring up our next batter. That is Skylar Bickford. Skylar is the left fielder. Skylar wears the number 3. Will bat here for the first time this afternoon, facing pitcher Jaden Mitchell. Very nice play, hit on the ground to the shortstop for Fort Ann, and then a very nice throw to first base. So that will be the third out. That's Danica Lahoyski. And the throw over to Lillian Traskus or actually to the first base. That'd be Bailey Wright at first base. That'll be our third out. So we've completed 2 innings. And we have no score here as we go to the top of the third inning coming up. You're looking at the Fort Ann Cardinal team. Visitors here this afternoon as the Slate Valley girls take to the field. The batter you see batting now for Fort Anne is Ari Stevenson. Ari is the right fielder. She wears the number 55. Her first at-bat this afternoon, facing Jenna Patch, the pitcher for Slate Valley. Looks like Ari Stevenson is going to strike out. That'll bring up number 98, Gabby Gordon. That'll be a strikeout. Gabby Gordon goes down swinging. And this will bring us back to the top of the batting order. So we go right back to the top of the lineup. The first batter this afternoon for Fort Anne, Lillian Traskos. Lillian did get a hit in her first at-bat. She was the first batter of the afternoon. She got a single, was on first base. Made it around to third base, but I believe left on base at the end of the first inning. So we are still looking at no score here as we are in the top of the third inning. Lillian Traskos, the third baseman, facing the pitcher, Jenna Patch. There's Jenna, number 23 on the mound for Slate Valley. And that is going to be a walk. So Lillian Traskos will again be on first base, as she was in her first at-bat here this afternoon, this time by a walk. That'll bring up our next batter. This should be Jaden Mitchell up batting now here for Fort Anne, the Cardinals. Top of the third inning. Well, I do believe I heard him say full count as we have the battle of the 23s here. Both the pitcher wearing number 23, the batter wearing number 23. So Fort Ann with a walk there. Jenna Patch walking the batter, which is looks like number 99. That's Jaden Mitchell. The second batter was the batter that time, so not number 23, but Jaden Mitchell. So Jaden walked to first base. We have runners on first and second for Fort Ann. That'll be fouled over the backstop. Pretty good crowd here on hand this afternoon for this softball matchup at West Rutland. Summer League activity. That batter for Fort Ann there at the plate is Bailey Wright. Bailey is the first baseman, wears the number 13. All right, so we have another walk, and that is going to leave bases loaded for Haley Lashinsky, the catcher. Wearing number 24 should be our next batter coming to the plate now. So a good opportunity for the Fort Ann Cardinals, looking for any run here this afternoon. No scores. We're in the top of the third inning. And that is indeed Haley Lashinsky that is going to be batting. So Haley will bat with the bases loaded. In a tough situation here for pitcher Jenna Patch. We see her on the mound trying to get out of this inning here. Beautiful play. That was a grounder right to the pitcher, Jenna Patch. Scooped it right up and got a forced out at home plate. Threw the ball right to the catcher at home plate for the force out. That was the third out. So a big inning there for Fort Ann. They load the bases, but a big inning defensively for Slate Valley as they managed to work their way out of that. And we still have no score here as we go to the bottom of the third inning. Batting now is Collie Mulholland for Slate Valley, wearing the number 1. She's the extra hitter. So Collie Mulholland goes down to a strikeout. This brings up our next batter, Abigail Bronson. Abigail, the right fielder. Abigail Bronson is the last batter in the Slate Valley order, so after her we'll go back to the top of the order. Should be Sydney Ellis coming up next. And Abigail Bronson goes down to a strikeout. Back to the top of the order, Sydney Ellis up next. Sydney, the shortstop for the Slate Valley team, wearing the number 7. Nice swing at that pitch. We have 2 out here as we are in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Still no score at West Rutland High School. Tri-County Middle League softball action you were looking at from beautiful West Rutland, Vermont. Beautiful softball field here on a beautiful afternoon. I say afternoon. We're early evening now, so these games generally start at 6 o'clock at night. And that will be a strikeout. So Sydney Ellis strikes out. And that will bring us to the top of the 4th inning as we still have no score. Fort Anne Cardinals out of Fort Anne, New York, visiting here this afternoon at West Rutland. So both teams with a couple of opportunities here this afternoon. Fort Ann in the previous inning had the bases loaded. And then pitcher Jenna Patch managing to get out of that bind and got her third out. So the bases were full as we ended that inning. Now we go to the top of the fourth inning. Cardinals, as we said, came into this contest 2-1 overall this afternoon. Slate Valley team 1-2-1. I know Coach Garrett Combs was very happy with his first victory just a few days ago. I believe that was a win over the team from Bolton. First pitch we see there from Jenna Patch in the top of the fourth. And they're batting at home plate, Brooke Van Ness. Wearing the number 22, Brooke is the left fielder. Takes a nice swing at that pitch. And another nice swing on that pitch, fouled into the backstop. That pitch dropped by the catcher, but the throw to first base in time. That'll be our first out. That'll bring up our next batter. We just saw Brooke Van Ness at home plate, the first batter in the top of the fourth inning. Next will be Danica Lahoyski, the shortstop. All right, looks like Danica Lahoyski is going to be walked, and she will be on first base. That'll bring up the next batter, Cameron Londrigan. Home plate umpire calling a strike on that last pitch. Runner on first base for Fort Ann. We have one out. We're in the top of the fourth inning. That looks like it's going to be a foul ball. That was a beautiful line shot right to Olivia Cole-Bouguet, the third baseman. Actually, Olivia might be there at shortstop, but anyway, a line drive right to her. She caught that for the second out. There she is right there, number 13. Nice job on that previous play for the second out. And your next batter at home plate, Mary Mahoney, wearing the number 1. That is going to be a foul ball down the right field line. Nobody able to get to that one. Or did they? That will end the inning. So that is the third out for Fort Ann. So they score no runs. They'll leave one batter on base here at the top of the fourth inning. So we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Slate Valley will be up batting here. Still no score. All right, we go back to the pitcher's mound. You are looking at Jaden Mitchell on the pitcher's mound here, ready to start the bottom of the fourth inning. And that is Ava Dunleavy at bat at home plate for Slate Valley. It'll be the first batter here, bottom of the fourth inning. That'll be the third strike on Ava Dunleavy, so she'll be the first out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Olivia Cole-Bouguet will be the next batter. Olivia, the third baseman. And there's, you see, a called ball and a called strike, a count of 1-1. There's another strike. We are in the bottom of the fourth inning, one out here for Slate Valley. This is their second batter, has a count of 1-2. Now Fort Ann taking a timeout. Little pitchers. Oh, a very quick little conference there with the catcher and the pitcher. And that will be another strikeout right there. As Bouguet goes down to a strikeout, and Madison Baker will be the next batter. We have two out, bottom of the fourth inning. Well, the pitcher, Jaden Mitchell, has done a nice job here this afternoon. Almost through 4 innings. There's another strike on that pitch. And there you go, strike 3. That'll be the third out, so we've completed 4 innings. And still no score. We go to the top of the 5th inning. Okay, ready to go to start the 5th inning. Jenna Patch back on the mound, or has remained on the mound, and done a nice job here pitching this afternoon as well. So we have no score here through 4 innings in top of the 5th inning. Jenna Patch, number 23 on the mound here for the Slate Valley team this afternoon, facing her first batter in the top of the 5th inning. That was a very nice play to first base for the out. And that batter that you just saw hit that and be thrown out at first base was Ava Marcantonio. She's one of the substitutions, so she's new into the lineup. And number 5, Alyssa Ganya, is now up, also one of the substitutions listed. So Alyssa in there for her first bat of the afternoon, facing Jenna Patch. Top of the 5th inning, we have 1 out. Ford in at bat. So we have some substitutions listed for Ford Ann. As I mentioned, there's 3 players for Coach Humiston, and basically no substitutions for Slate Valley. So they have filled every position here today. And no substitutions, as we've seen our second substitution here at bat anyway for Ford Ann right now. There is a called strike to Alyssa Ganya. She'll be striking out on that pitch. Batter you see up there is the top of the order. That's Lillian Traskos, third basewoman. And Lillian wears the number 3, plays third base. Top of the order for Ford Ann here as we are in the top of the 5th inning, still no score. And that will be our first, that will be a base hit, not our first, but we've had very few base hits here this afternoon, but that will put Ford Ann on base right there with that single out into right field. Lillian Traskos on first base. We have 2 out, top of the 5th inning. Next batter up should be Jaden Mitchell. And that is indeed the pitcher, Jaden Mitchell, the second batter in the order for Ford Ann at the plate. Got a runner on first base here. Single moments ago out into right field. 2 out. We're in the top of the 5th inning. And the next pitch on the way here from Jenna Patch. That'll be a pass ball there at home plate, and that will allow the runner to advance onto second base. So Lillian Traskos in scoring position now on second base, as Jaden Mitchell waiting for the next pitch. And that is going to go foul down that left field line, out of play. We just had a base hit there, infield base hit, and that is going to score a run for Fort Ann. So Lillian Traskos was on base there, and she'll be the one scoring that run there, it looks like. So we have a 1-0 advantage right now, Fort Ann. Cameron Londrigan on second base. Hit that. Nice double. There's another one right to the pitcher. And a throw out to first base. So we have 1 run scored by Fort Ann in the top of the 5th inning. And they lead it by a score of 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the 5th. That is Slate Valley going back to their respective dugout. Here come the Fort Ann girls on the field to warm up here for the bottom of the 5th. You can see a little bit of shadows out here under situated under a bit of a shade tree, basically out in the center field here at the West Rutland softball field. But a sunny day on the infield, as you can see. With this tree throwing a nice bit of shade here on the field as we look out. And we're going to the bottom of the 5th inning. The Fort Ann Cardinals visiting here to West Rutland here today. Home game against Slate Valley for Slate Valley. Coming in here 1-2-1 this afternoon. Fort Ann with a couple of wins, 2-1. And it's been a while since we've had any kind of scoring. The only score coming in this top of the 5th inning. So 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Slate Valley batting. Olivia Outsley, a left-handed batter, will be the first batter, leading the top of the top or bottom of the 5th inning. Facing Jaden Mitchell. Jaden's had a shutout here so far to this point in the ball game. Olivia Outsley should be followed in the batting order by Jenna Patch and Jade Thomas this inning, bottom of the 5th. All right, that was a high pitch for a ball 4, so we'll have a walk to first base. And Jenna Patch now at home plate to bat. And you just saw Jenna Patch on her third strike right there. Goes down swinging for the out. And that should bring up Jade Thomas next. Jade facing Jaden Mitchell here for, well, probably, I believe, the third time this afternoon. So Jade Thomas there will take first base. And there's you see timeout Ford Ann for a conference on the pitcher's mound. All right, Slate Valley had runners on first and second, and that was going to be Skylar Bickford there that just batted. She was thrown out at first base. Does advance the runners, so we have runners on second and third now. And our next batter up here for Slate Valley. Coley Mulholland is the batter, wearing number 1 here for Slate Valley, the extra hitter. So 2 runners on base in scoring position for Slate Valley. They are down by a score of 1-0. That lone run scored top of the 5th inning there by the Fort Ann Cardinals. That'll be a called strike on that pitch. Slate Valley with a nice opportunity right here to tie it or take the lead. As we said, 2 runners in scoring position. We get 2 out here bottom of the 5th inning. And a good swing, but that will be strike 3, and that will be the third out. That will end the bottom of the 5th inning. So good opportunity right there. Runners left on second and third here for Slate Valley. As we go to the top of the 6th inning, Fort Ann leading this one 1-0. Jenna Patch back on the pitcher's mound to face her first batter in the top of the 6th inning for Fort Ann. Haley Lashinsky on her at home plate. And looks like she is going to be the first out here in the top of the 6th inning. So our next batter up, Brooke Van Ness at home plate. All right, that was a hit out to center field, and that is going to be a single. So we have a runner on first base now for Fort Ann. That is Danica Lahoyski at home plate batting for Fort Ann. All right, that is strike 3 on Danica Lahoyski. We'll bring up our next batter here. Mary Mahoney will bat. Mary's the second baseman for Fort Ann. Right-handed batter steps into the batter's box to face Jenna Patch. Still one runner on base. On first base is Brooke Van Ness. Very nice play. That was hit on the ground right back to Jenna Patch. Fields it very nicely. Jenna able to throw that out to first base to Jade Thomas. That'll be our third out in the top of the 6th inning. So Slate Valley down 1-0. They will bat in the bottom of the 6th inning. And we get a runner left on base here for the Fort Ann Cardinals. They leave one runner on first base. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's Fort Ann Cardinals out of Fort Ann, New York. 1 in Slate Valley, 0 as we go to the bottom of the 6th. And again, you are watching Tri-County Middle League softball action. They call it the TCML. And basically, this is a league that has been here in Vermont for a couple of years now. According to Garrett Combs, Garrett is the coach of the Slate Valley team, and he is also the commissioner of this league. They have 2 teams from Vermont. They have the West Rutland team and this Slate Valley team. It's basically comprised of players throughout Rutland County, each of the 2 Rutland County teams. And the majority of the teams, 7 of which are from New York. So it's a nice little drive over there just on the other side of the New York border. Lots of good softball over there, and Vermont team's very happy to be a part of that and have some summer league softball activity. All right, we're ready to go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Back there again, Jaden Mitchell, who's done a nice job pitching here today for Fort Ann on the mound, wearing number 99. Will face her first batter here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Abigail Bronson wearing the number 0, the right fielder for Slate Valley batting. That would be a high pitch. Looks like the umpire just called 1 ball, 1 strike is the count, best we can tell. That is a called strike there against Abigail Bronson. And that will be strike 3 for our first outs. Bottom of the 6th inning. Slate Valley will have their next batter up, and that next batter should be Sydney Ellis, top of the order. There is another called strike on Sydney Ellis. And a good swing on that for strike 3. And that should bring up Ava Dunleavy, the second baseman. And that will be swung on. Good cut at that one, but that'll be fouled off down the right field line. Another good swing, and that will be a foul ball by Ava Dunleavy. You are watching the bottom of the 6th inning here at West Rutland High School. Fort Ann scored that lone run in this game, and they did that in the top of the 5th inning. They lead 1-0. We're batting in the bottom of the 6th inning here now for Slate Valley. And there's a very good swing for strike 3, however, and that will end the bottom of the 6th inning. So Slate Valley not able to score any runs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And we now go to the top of the 7th inning. These are 7-inning games, by the way, so getting to be crunch time here for the Slate Valley team. And there they are, the Slate Valley girls coming out here on defense in the top of the 7th inning. And both of these pitchers have done a nice job here this afternoon. You're looking at Slate Valley pitcher Jenna Pat. She gave up just that one run in the top of the 5th inning. That's our only run in the game. So far, a shutout by her counterpart, Jaden Mitchell. And there's the first pitch to the batter in the top of the 7th inning for Fort Ann. That's Mary Mahoney, number 1 batting for Fort Ann. And as I say that was strike 3 right there. So Mary Mahoney will be retired here in the top of the 7th inning. That'll bring up our next batter. Should be Abigail Bronson. Did have some substitutions in there for Fort Ann, so we'll try to check this here. Really nice job on a throw to first base for the out. That was Avery Stevenson, actually, that was batting. Avery hit that grounder that was thrown out at first base. Very nice play by Slate Valley's Olivia Outsley. Gets the throw over to Jade Thomas at first base for the out. A shot there by Gabby Gordon, and that one fielded very nicely out there. Just beyond the infield for Slate Valley for the out. So Fort Ann turned away with no runs scored in the top of the 7th inning. And this is it. Here's the last opportunity coming up here for the Slate Valley girls. They're down 1-0. They'll bat here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 7-inning games, as we said. Here are the Fort Ann girls, which they warm up just to my left here, which would be just right beyond the infield there over in right field. They do that very quickly for about a minute or so, and now they're ready to go. All right, here we go, bottom of the 7th inning, and Jaden Mitchell working on a shutout here. Facing Olivia Collet-Bouguet, her first batter here, bottom of the 7th. There's a nice swing, and that will be a strike. Well, that, I believe, is going to tie our game right there. That was a shot out into center field. Olivia Collet-Bouguet, the third baseman. And she rounded those bases to get the run there for Slate Valley. So they tie it in the bottom of the 7th inning. That brings up Madison Baker. Now Madison gets her first pitch. Nice swing on that pitch. That'll be fouled off into the backstop. And that will be a strikeout. And this is Olivia Outsley, a left-handed batter, stepping into the batter's box now for Slate Valley. All right, so that will be a strikeout. That'll bring up our next Slate Valley batter, Jenna Patch. The pitcher steps to home plate to bat. All right, Jenna Patch goes down swinging for the third out. So that is the bottom of the 7th inning right there. And looked like time tough situation for Slate Valley, but they get that big home run there in the bottom of the 7th inning to tie things up, one apiece. You're looking at the Slate Valley team here. Looks like we're going to go to the top of the 8th inning. As I mentioned at the start of this, these games, I'm told, they're 7-inning games or 1 hour and 45 minutes. So that's how they do this basically. So we do have time for another inning as we're about, about an hour and 45 minutes into this, I would guess. So we got time for an extra inning or two.
Extra innings or international tiebreaker. We start with the last batter on second base. They've already got a runner in scoring position. You got to hold them.
I think they do, I do believe they have a bit of a different format for doing this. As they go into extra innings, the last batter, as I heard it, will be on second base. So that's why you see a runner on second base for Fort Ann. So that's Gabby Gordon that will be on second base. So it looks like they're going to put a runner on in scoring position on second base. Last batter is on second base. Jenna Patch on the pitcher's mound. And there is a bunt and a throw to first base. That will be an out. Runner advances to second base. So the first out for Fort Ann is Lillian Trascos. That'll bring up Jaden Mitchell. That runner, they said last batter that they put on second base, is now on third base. All right, that's going to be a hit out into center field. It was dropped out there in center field. That was Jaden Mitchell that just got a double, scored a run on that play. And we have one out. Top of the 8th inning. And another double hit right there for Fort Ann. That was Bailey Wright that just got that double, advanced a runner on to third base. So two more runners in scoring position here for Fort Ann as we have extra innings, top of the 8th inning. Runners on second and third.
Hey, here we go. Hey, hey.
And Haley Lashinsky will be the next batter up here for Fort Ann with runners on second and third. And she is going to fly out to the first base, and that will end the inning. But 2 runs scored by Fort Ann. So they lead it by a score of 3-1, and another last opportunity here, bottom of the 8th inning coming up here for Slate Valley. We go to the bottom of the 8th, extra innings, kind of an interesting extra inning format. They take the last batter from the previous inning and put that batter in scoring position at second base, and then you go through your batting order as it would be, and a couple of runs scored there by Fort Ann in the top of the 8th. So I would guess that'll be the same format here for Slate Valley. Their last batter will be on second base in scoring position as they will bring up their batting order here in the bottom of the 8th. So the pressure definitely on here. Slate Valley down 2 runs scored there in that top of the 8th, and it's a 3-1 advantage now for Fort Ann. There's your last batter on second base here for Slate Valley. As you can see, that's Ava Dunleavy, so she'll be on second base. No, I correct that. That's number 13, so that's Olivia Collet-Bouguet. That'll be on second. And the first batter will be Jade Thomas for Slate Valley. And Jaden Mitchell doing a nice job pitching here again this afternoon for Fort Ann, staying strong here in the bottom of the 8th inning. That's a grounder right back to Jade Mitchell. Makes a nice play, throw to first base for the out. All right, so we have a timeout here by Fort Ann on the pitcher's mound, little conference. You can see the Slate Valley coach, Garrett Combs, over there with a couple of his players. He got 1 out here, bottom of the 8th inning, extra innings. Next batter up will be Skylar Bickford. Jay Thomas was the first out, so we'll have Bickford up there with 1 out, bottom of the 8th inning. And we have Slate Valley down by a score of 3-1 to Fort Ann here in the bottom of the 8th. Nice swing on that pitch. It'll be fouled into the backstop. And the umpire calling that one a foul ball. That is going to be strike 3 for the second out. So we have a 3-1 advantage, Fort Ann, and we have our next batter coming up here for Slate Valley. Do or die situation with 2 out, bottom of the 8th. Extra innings, as we said. These are normally 7-inning games. We're in the bottom of the 8th right now. 2 runs scored by Fort Ann in the top of the 8th. That is Coley Mulholland that will hit that infield pop fly, and that one taken. Both number 1s involved. Coley Mulholland, number 1, hits that fly ball, which is caught right there by Mary Mahoney, and that will end this game. So extra inning games, very exciting as we have our 2 teams right there. Fort Ann that came in here this afternoon at 2-1 will go to 3-1 with this victory this afternoon. And Slate Valley will be 1-3-1 with this loss. So congratulations to the Fort Ann Cardinals for this win this afternoon in West Rutland. And this has been a softball presentation on PEGTV. And today we brought you Tri-County Middle League softball action. And we want to thank you very much for watching. Final score here, once again, was Fort Ann defeating the Slate Valley team today by a score of 3-1.